The movie opens with a night scene. We see a teenage girl named Erica who's staying at a hotel. She steps out of her room and heads downstairs to grab a few things. That's when the hotel owner shows up and tells her she shouldn't be wandering around this late. He insists she should go to her mother immediately. He says this because Erica is just 15 years old, and she had lied to him, claiming she came with her mom. Because what's a minor without a side hustle and deception? As Erica heads back to her room, she spots a group of police officers approaching, and panic sets in. She rushes back inside, where her boyfriend Andrew is also present. The cops arrive and arrest Andrew on the spot. Turns out Erica was only 15, and Andrew was 21. They were in a relationship, and since he took her to a hotel room that's, well, illegal, so Andrew gets hauled off by the police, Erica tells the detective that Andrew is her boyfriend and that they love each other. But the detective reminds her she's still underage and that she can't be staying in hotel rooms with grown men. Next, we meet Erica's mother, Carrie, who's a wreck with worry. She was the one who called the police in the first place after her daughter went missing. Her son comes into the room and she tells him to go to bed. A while later, the detective shows up with Erica. The moment she sees her, Carrie rushes over and hugs her, asking where she's been for the past 3 days. The detective jumps in and tells her Erica had been with her boyfriend this whole time. She even drops Andrew's name. Carrie is stunned. She tells Erica she'd already warned Andrew to stay away from her daughter, but clearly that boy listens about as well as a broken Bluetooth speaker. The next morning, Erica's not feeling great. She won't even finish her breakfast. When her mother tries to talk to her, Erica snaps back, reminding her that she's a divorcee, so she has no right to lecture her about love. Bold move from someone who can't legally rent a car or vote. Carrie tries to explain that Erica is still just 15 and that she can't be involved with someone Andrew's age. But Erica ignores her completely and storms off to school. Where a school psychiatrist tries to counsel her, Erica tells the counselor that she and Andrew are in love. She says she feels incredibly happy with him and miserable when they're apart. Later, she heads to the locker room, where she meets her best friend, Liam. He asks if her boyfriend really got arrested. Erica assures him that Andrew will be released soon. Erica can't stand being apart from Andrew, so she ditches school and sneaks off. Leia sees this and figures out she's going to meet him. Eventually, Erica finds Andrew. He tells her he's doing okay, but that the police have ordered him to stay away from her. He gently explains they have to break up, at least until she turns 18. Right now, the cops are watching him like a hawk, and if he messes up again, he's headed straight back to jail. Erica's devastated and storms off. When she gets home, her dad is there and tries to talk some sense into her. He tells her she's still too young for love. But Erica, she's not listening to anyone. She then spots Liam at the house, the same Liam who had snitched to her parents about her ditching school to meet Andrew, best friend. Nah, this guy came with a built-in parental control feature. Carrie, feeling overwhelmed, asks her ex-husband to take Erica with him, but he says his new wife wouldn't be happy about it. Plus, they have a small child, and if Erica comes to live with them, it'll cause a lot of stress. Translation: I love you, pumpkin, but not enough to ruin my second marriage. After hearing all this, Carrie realizes that Erica's dad isn't going to take her in. So she decides, fine, I'll handle this mess myself. That night, she goes to Erica's room to talk. Erica tells her that her boyfriend dumped her. Carrie gently tells her not to worry and that she's always there if Erica needs anything. Erica is really touched by that. The next morning, she's so happy she actually cooks breakfast for her mom. Yes, the same girl who thought love was more important than the law and now thinks scrambled eggs are a love language. Character development, folks. They all sit and have breakfast together, and over time, their relationship starts to improve. A whole month passes, and Erica's bond with her mom becomes genuinely strong. One morning, Carrie drops Erica off at school. As Erica steps out of the car, her mom stops her and says, "Hey, I packed lunch for you." Erica hugs her and says, "Mom, I love you so much." Carrie lights up. For a brief moment, she forgets this is the same daughter who once ran off to shack up with a grown man like it was a YA romance novel gone illegal. Later that day, Erica goes to the playground with her best friend Liam. Liam, being the only one with a functioning frontal lobe, tells Erica to stay away from Andrew because he keeps hurting her. But instead of thanking him, Erica gets mad at Liam. Honestly, Erica had more red flags than a Soviet parade, and Liam was just trying to save her from waving them all at once. Liam, probably at the end of his rope, says that if it were up to him, he'd kill Andrew. Erica storms off in a huff. Apparently, loyalty to a guy on the police watch list ranks higher than loyalty to the friend who didn't want to commit murder. Go figure, a nearby waiter overhears this and looks visibly uncomfortable, probably wondering why teen drama now comes with felony threats. That night, Carrie waits for Erica to return. While waiting, she glances at the newspaper and sees a story about a missing girl named Anna. She immediately starts to worry. When she checks Erica's room, it's empty. She assumes Erica may have snuck out during the night. The next morning, Carrie rushes to Erica's room again. Still no sign of her. She searches the entire house. But Erica's nowhere to be found. Panic starts to set in, and Carrie calls the police. She meets with the detective, who assures her they'll find Erica. Their first suspect? Andrew, of course. So they head straight to his place. Andrew looks like a deer caught in a lie, nervous as hell, but lets the police search the house. They don't find anything suspicious, but the detective still isn't buying his nice guy act. Let's be honest. Andrew gives off the kind of vibe that makes you double-check your Wi-Fi settings when he's in the room. The detective warns him not to leave town. Months pass, but still, no word from Erica. One day, Carrie decides to visit the motel where Erica was last seen. She asks around, and the motel worker tells her the last time he saw Erica was when the police came to take her. Since then, no trace. Carrie puts up a missing poster on the bulletin board, then heads to the police station to ask for updates. But there's nothing new. The detective admits they haven't found her yet. At this point, Carrie begins to fear the worst, that Erica may have suffered the same fate as Anna. So she organizes a press conference, begging for her daughter to come back. There, she meets Anna's mother and offers her support. The two women agree to work together to search for their daughters. Two strong moms, one mission: bring their daughters home while dodging incompetent exes and boys who belong on watch lists, not in relationships. A whole year passed, and there was still no trace of Erica. No clue, no leads. Just a haunting absence. Meanwhile, news started pouring in about the disappearance of more teenage girls, which made her mother even more terrified. She didn't waste a second. She pulled Anna's number from her bag like she was drawing a wild card in a desperate poker game and called her up. When Anna came to meet her, they hugged tightly, clinging to each other with the silent hope that they might still find their daughters. The very next day, both moms marched straight to the police station to talk to the detective. The detective told them that several girls' bodies had been found recently, but none of them were Anna or Erica, which was, in a way, good news. It suggested they might still be alive. Then one of the officers pulled the detective aside after the moms left. He told him they had a suspect named Jeremy who had confessed to killing a girl named Lana. They arrested him and tossed him into jail like yesterday's trash. But the biggest question still hung in the air like an awkward fart at a family dinner. Where the hell was Erica? That night, Carrie waited outside her boyfriend's house hoping maybe, just maybe, Erica might show up there. But of course, she came up empty-handed, because let's face it, Carrie was about as lucky as a raccoon in a dog park. The next morning, the waiter from the playground came forward to the police. He told them that the missing girl, Erica, and one of her friends had come to the playground. He also recalled how the friend said he would kill her. Now that made the cops raise their eyebrows. They suspected Liam. It was possible he had something to do with Erica's disappearance. So the detective called Carrie and told her about it. But Carrie, ever the defender, said Liam was a good boy, like a brother to Erica. Yeah, because everyone's got that one brother who casually threatens to murder them in public. Classic sibling stuff. Still, the police brought Liam in for questioning. The detective grilled him. But Liam said he had no idea where Erica was. He admitted he had said something about killing her, but it was just a joke, a bad one. Clearly, somebody tell Liam that if he's planning to be a comedian, crime scenes are not the place for open mic night. Carrie heard his statement and believed he was innocent. She took him out of the station and tried to comfort him, assuring him Erica would be found soon. Meanwhile, under a nearby bridge, a man was walking when he stumbled upon a dead body of a girl. Horrified, he ran and called the police. Back at the station, one of the officers came to the detective and said the criminal they'd arrested a few days ago, Jeremy had confessed to killing Erica. The detective, shocked, immediately went to meet Jeremy. There, Jeremy confessed outright. He'd murdered many girls, and Erica was one of them. Now that left the detective dumbfounded. He rushed to the crime scene where the girl's body had been found, but even after investigating, they couldn't confirm whose body it was. The detective then went to Carrie's house. He sat her and her ex-husband down and told them the awful news, that a criminal had confessed to killing Erica. Erica's dad was stunned. But Carrie, she wasn't buying it. She said she knew her daughter wasn't dead. She would have felt it, because apparently Carrie's motherly instincts had a built-in GPS with dead or alive detection. Her heart told her Erica was still alive, and she refused to accept anything else. Now, 3 years passed, no sign of Erica. Everyone else had accepted she was gone. They even held a funeral for her. Inside the church, her father gave a heartfelt speech. People started to leave, sad, solemn, emotionally drained. But then Carrie saw Andrew there too. Rage boiled in her chest like a kettle left on high heat. She stormed up to him and told him he was the reason her daughter was dead, and he would be punished for it. Andrew, clearly shocked and perhaps rightly scared, ran away like a guilty squirrel caught in a bird feeder. Honestly, for a guy supposedly not guilty, he bolted faster than a teenager seeing a pop quiz. One night, when Gary went outside to throw the garbage, she heard a strange noise coming from the bushes. When she looked closer, there was no one. Or was there? A few days later, Andrew shows up in court, but when he gets there, he finds out something shocking. The so-called criminal had lied. In fact, he had never even met Erica, let alone killed her. So basically, the guy confessed to a crime just for attention. Imagine being such a try-hard that your bucket list includes fake murder confession for clout. Suddenly, the courtroom doors swing open and in walks Erica. Seeing her, Carrie is overwhelmed with joy and rushes to hug her. She hugged her like she just saw Jesus walk in with coffee and answers. Now the scene flashes back to the past, and we finally learn where Erica had been for the last 3 years. The same girl everyone thought was dead and believed had been murdered by a criminal. Plot twist incoming. We go back 3 years to the day Erica's mother dropped her off at school. Erica gave her mom a big hug and said, "I love you." Cute moment, very wholesome. But after that, instead of going straight home after school, she met up with Liam and made a plan to go bowling. Sounds harmless. But plot twist number 2 that night, Erica didn't go back home. She went straight to Andrew's house. Yes, because clearly, a grown man's house is the safest place for a teenager. Spoiler alert. It's not. When Andrew saw her, he was totally stunned. Erica told him she couldn't live without him. So naturally, Andrew, instead of calling her parents or, the police took her inside the house, Erica said she wanted to stay with him. And for some reason, he agreed. Bro just unlocked a side quest called How to Get Arrested in 3 Easy Steps. Soon, Erica got comfortable living in his house and actually started to enjoy being there. But at the same time, she'd read the newspapers and see missing persons reports, and that would make her feel guilty and upset, because nothing says true love like hiding from the cops in someone's basement like it's a DIY horror movie. One day, the detective showed up at Andrew's house with a whole team. Erica, in full stealth mode, hid in the basement like a pro-level ninja. The detectives searched the house but couldn't find her. So they left. After they were gone, Andrew blew up on her. He yelled that he couldn't keep her there anymore because the police were watching him. And if they got caught, he could go to jail. Erica, of course, refused to leave. So Andrew, clearly making decisions with 0 brain cells activated, decided to keep her there anyway. And that's how they ended up living in secret. Many days passed. Erica saw her mother's press conference on TV and felt awful. But because she wasn't 18 yet, she couldn't legally live with Andrew. That's why she cooked up this plan to stay with him secretly. Because what teenager doesn't dream of throwing away freedom, Wi-Fi, and pizza delivery just to hide in a guy's house like a raccoon? A year went by, and cracks started to show in their perfect little fugitive love nest. Then one day they saw news of a murderer who had confessed to killing her. Erica was stunned. She had never even met the guy. Clearly, he was just chasing fame. Imagine being so irrelevant that your claim to fame is, "Pretend I killed someone who's hiding in a basement." Even Andrew attended Erica's fake funeral, where his mom straight up roasted him in public. He wanted to come clean and tell her that Erica was alive and with him, but he chickened out. Bro had the emotional courage of a wet tissue. One day, trying to do something romantic, Andrew took Erica to the library, the place where they first met. Both of them felt genuinely happy there for once. Because nothing says relationship goals like commemorating your love in the quietest building in town while ducking a nationwide manhunt. One night, Nasco Andrew was hanging out with his friend, drinking way too much, like way too much. While in his drunken state, he saw Erica's missing person report pop up on the news. Out of nowhere, he blurted out to his friend, "Erica isn't missing. She's actually at my house." This man clearly skipped the how to keep a felony secret. 101 inches class. Naturally, his friend looked at him like he'd grown 3 heads and asked, "What are you even talking about?" Realizing he just outed himself, Andrew quickly backtracked and said, "Just kidding," and then noped out of there like his pants were on fire. When he got home, he told Erica the whole thing about how he sorta might have admitted she was staying with him to his friend Erica, understandably freaking out. Asked him why he would say something so reckless. Andrew just shrugged and told her he had said it as a joke. A joke? Bro, this ain't open mic night at a comedy club. You're hiding a missing person. But Erica knew better. She knew his friend wouldn't just brush it off. Later that night, missing her mom deeply, Erica decided to sneak out to go see her. This was the same night her mother heard a strange sound in the bushes. Guess what? It wasn't a raccoon surprise. It was her supposedly dead daughter roaming around. Meanwhile, back at Andrew's house, Erica made a big move. She called the police. She told them she was now 18 years old and wanted to live with her boyfriend legally. But before she could finish the call, Andrew panicked and disconnected it. Yep, nothing says trustworthy partner. Like slamming the phone down when you're about to get legal permission. Despite his effort to hang up faster than a teenager with chores, the police still showed up and they arrested Andrew on the spot. In court, Andrew stood there looking like a deer in the headlights while his mom, surprisingly, looked happy to see him. She probably just wanted proof he wasn't dead in a ditch. After all the dumb decisions he'd made, Erica stood before the judge and made a heartfelt confession. She had chosen to live with Andrew on her own. It was all voluntary. Because of that, she asked the court to give Andrew the minimum punishment possible. The judge probably blinked twice trying to make sense of this reverse kidnapping. After returning home, Erica faced the music. Her brother stopped talking to her completely, and honestly, you couldn't blame him. Her friends ghosted her too, furious at what she'd done. Girl went from missing teen to social outcast real quick. This was a speed run of how to burn every bridge. A few months passed. Andrew got out of jail probably with a diploma in bad life choices. And guess what? He and Erica got married. Yep, they actually tied the knot. Because nothing says healthy relationship like jail time in a secret basement romance. They started living together permanently. And surprisingly, Andrew began getting along with Erica's mom. Imagine being the mom, having to smile at dinner while the guy who hid your daughter in a basement is passing the mashed potatoes. And with that, the movie ends.